Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right in the 80. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Touchdown, defense. Check. 20.
On first down, it's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Winston. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Winston to throw it this time. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. Newton now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it'll be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Gun.
On 4th down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
You must get tired of seeing me. 54, Mike, 54. 8. I got you, son.
Newton on 1st down. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 4.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Mason Foster in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Jameis now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Here we go.
And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jameis again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Newton on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The end result, 21 yards. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Barber. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Shoot. Off. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. You got it. Let him go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Tight end roll. You got 3 down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. It'll be a gain of 4, but it will bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Cam's going to run the option. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Jameis now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Carolina, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.